What's going on, everybody? I totally screwed up and completely forgot to do the wheel of names for the draw. That's what the delay was. I apologize. I completely screwed up. So my settings are all off. I'll try to catch up as we go. But as we're going pretty informal, I didn't think it would make that much of a deal. I genuinely have sort of nothing really planned apart from the spinning wheel of fun, of death, of joy, depending on whether you win, whether you lose. I wanted to try to do this in my living room, but it's chaos, and so I decided to sort of keep it simple and keep it familiar, so I could set it up way quicker. But my door is open, so if my kids come in, I said that was okay for this video. Because it's Christmas. She's standing right there already. My 7-year-old already wants to show everybody what she got for Christmas. You can come in. That's why the door's open. And just because he's sitting patiently waiting, I'm gonna bring Auston on. What's going on, Auston? How's it going, buddy?
It's good. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too, my friend. Come on in. This is my 7-year-old. She wanted to show everybody what she got for Christmas.
Oh, cool. She
got a full set of the best action Ninja Turtles, including, of course, Shredder, 2 foot soldiers. My 3-year-old wants to sit on my lap, too. What's your favorite thing you got for Christmas? Do you want to go grab it and show everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. Chaos, man. Christmas. It's the best.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Hold it further back. There you go. I'll get out of the way.
Cool.
Which was that?
Raphael.
Yeah. Very quickly, I'm just going to jump on here and adjust the banner so that it says we'll be starting shortly. This is okay. So my 3-year-old's favorite thing is Tic Tacs.
Yummy.
My wife is just laughing at the door. I think somebody might have panicked and grabbed those because it was the first thing that she found. Because normally they're just at the door hoping that I'll let them in, but today, oh, okay. Who's that?
Donnie.
Yeah, Donnie. Normally they're just standing at the door hoping that I'll let them come in, but today they're actually allowed. So I think there's kind of a bit of a panic moment for them. Just a quick check-in with the chat here. We got Mike Hex. What's up, Mike? Trevor's hanging out. Sam Rock is hanging out as well. Mike Hex says Mikey for the win.
Ooh. Thank you.
Yeah. Austin, what'd you get? You get anything good?
Yeah, I mean, get the usual Mythic Legions. Let's see, got a couple Black Templars.
Mm-hmm.
Cool hand and foot set there.
Heck yeah. Is that the brown one?
The brown one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler, he got me this big boy.
Farius.
Farius.
Very nice. That's a great figure.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to get him open up and on display.
Mm-hmm.
So the only one I'm missing from that wave now is the Moose, Alder. Can I remember?
Alder, yeah.
Alder.
Oh, you need one of those, man.
Yeah, I know. I was going to try to resist, but it's the only figure I'm missing. So I'm like, okay, I'll try to get one
for the whole wave.
For the whole wave.
Oh, you got to do it, man. You've got to.
I do. I'm obligated now.
Yeah, I mean, by default. I mean, if you don't get it, are you really a collector?
Oh, I guess not. Let's see. I got some AEW All Elite Wrestling.
I almost picked those up the other day.
I don't collect wrestling figures.
Neither do I, but those are great props.
Exactly, just for background props for photography. Can be very useful. Got a bunch of other stuff, typical clothes, socks, that kind of thing. But the other one worth mentioning, if I can pick it up, is a board game.
Okay.
World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King, Pandemic.
Is that like tabletop?
It's tabletop, yeah. So
okay.
It's just a regular board game. If you're familiar with the board game Pandemic, it's the exact same game, but just World of Warcraft.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool.
So it's two worlds colliding.
Pretty much.
World of Warcraft and Pandemic, the game. That I was like, oh, that's clever of them to release like a Pandemic version, but it's based on a game that existed before the pandemic did, so it's not as clever as I initially thought. Mike Hex said, Jelly, I need a Templar and a Black Knight. The Templars are still available, and that's a great figure. Mike, I know that sort of you've been talking about, you know, getting into the line. That's absolutely a fantastic place to start. You know, getting a 1.0 Knight body is an awesome start for sure. Oh, she's brought more stuff. She's got foot soldiers now.
I'm back with the rest.
Back with the rest. So she was pretty psyched on that. I was pretty psyched. I posted my haul on the Instagram page there, and it's actually it was the thumbnail for the video too. Okay, so this is her favorite thing. Okay, the Tic Tacs, and what's the other thing?
A microphone.
A microphone.
Cool.
So that's pretty good.
So that's pretty cool, yeah, isn't it? And what do you got?
A drum roll, please. Shredder.
Cool.
Trevor says, no toys for me this Christmas, but my wife got me a D12 for
nice.
my toys. Hey, that's toy adjacent. That's still better
really
than
cool.
socks and underwear.
I need another one.
You need another one?
Yeah, well, there's no IKEAs on the island, so they're really hard to get.
It's wild that there isn't, and that there's two in Vancouver, like 20 minutes away from each other.
Even if there was one on the island, it was like 2 hours away. I would drive to it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's still closer, right? And it doesn't. You're not gonna have a ferry ride, and you're not gonna have to pay all the incurred costs and stuff like that. Anybody that's in the chat, let us know what you got for Christmas there.
A microphone?
Yes, it's a microphone. It's one of these these like echoey microphones. It's not like a real microphone. It just has like there's a vibrating thing in it that makes it sound.
Oh, okay, like kind of like a reverb thing.
Yeah, it's basically just reverb in a plastic container, so it sounds awful. But she loves it.
That's good. That's all that matters.
She's been running around coughing into this thing and singing and telling stories through it. So for the like $5 or whatever that it cost, it was a great purchase for sure. This was okay. So this is your big item. You got to come this way. She got this from Santa because we told her we couldn't afford it. So her only chance of getting this microscope was from Santa. It is a like a leapfrog learning microscope that she can take pictures on. It's like a real functioning microscope, but it also has like some sort of tech functionality where there's games and she can take pictures with it and stuff. It's pretty cool actually.
Yeah.
She's been playing with that all morning, which is fantastic. It's so much fun, man. It's so much fun to be surrounded by kids playing with toys and just super psyched about this
Plus,
stuff.
it's running out of battery.
She's already gone through a set of batteries. Mike Heck said, I got no room for a D12. Got some cool stuff. Toy-wise, I spoiled myself and put Tiger Force Outback and Python Patrol bat. Everything I've been grabbing lately, including my custom 375 style Eddie Brock. I already got 3 D12s and a giant spinner cabinet. You're well
spinner cabinet's cool.
Mm-hmm. That's because you can still put it in a corner too, right? And kind of keep it, you can keep it rotating so you can still see everything that's on there. As I said, I got a whole bunch of stuff. I posted on Instagram. I won't go through too much of it. I am going to open this. So, friend of mine, Tyler Smart, who is, I'm surprised he's not watching, but maybe he's busy with family stuff. Sent me this, wouldn't tell me what it was. Told me to open it on Christmas, but I sort of saved it till today. I have no idea what it is. I know him sort of through G.I. Joe stuff, but he told me that it's not G.I. Joe related, so I have literally no idea what this is. And I hope it's not anthrax or something like that. But if it is, you now know who bought it and who's responsible for
That's right.
My untimely demise. And I don't want to just cut right into it because I don't want to ruin whatever might be in here. My kids are getting in trouble. The baby is sleeping, and I'm pretty sure they're going into his room. I don't know why. Mike Heck said I got myself Lego Venom. I put from the kids. Yeah, I had a couple things. I didn't have that much stuff. I have a lovely, wonderful, caring wife who just rolls her eyes when new toys come in. But I also gave her a list, and she was gracious enough to buy the items on my list. So I got some toys. I got those Playmates re-released Ninja Turtles, which I'm really excited about. But then on top of that, I ordered a whole bunch of stuff from Mike at eCollectibles, which showed up in time for Christmas. So that got wrapped up. Now, most of those got wrapped up, and it said to Adam from Adam. She didn't even bother putting from Santa on them. Which, fair enough. Okay, what is this? Oh, shoot. This is cool. I'm looking at the back of it, trying to figure out what it is. And now I realize I'm like looking at the... Am I looking at the back of it, or am I looking at it wrong? What's going on here? Hold on. Let me get this unpacked, and I'll show you what I'm looking at. These are very, very cool. So these are going to add... oh, yeah. Okay, so now I flipped it around. Now I know what it is. But now I want to get all the tape and stuff out of the way so that I can show them off properly. Very, very cool. What do you got going on today, Austin? You guys just hanging out at home?
Yeah, Tyler got whisked away to go to his fiance's house for dinner.
Lame.
So I believe this is actually, I think, our first Christmas where he won't be here, so it's really weird. But oh well, that's what happens when you get married, right?
He didn't want to stay home and play with toys?
Oh no, he would much rather do that.
Oh, okay.
It just wasn't his choice.
Right. Mike Heck said, my family gave me a bunch of gift cards. I just used it to buy a foam cutter to make better dioramas.
Cool.
What's the brand? I can't think of the brand, but it's the tabletop one, or did you get like a handheld one? I got that tabletop one. It's a game changer. Sam Rock said, not Christmas related, but I did recently get the NECA Last Ronin figure. That's
cool.
That's a cool figure. I'm waiting on mine, but all right. So Tyler sent me a product from DBlake, custom display signs, accessories, and more. These two, I'm going to take them out of the package because I think they'll get a bit of glare if I leave them in the package. They're very, very cool. I'm excited for these. These are very much in line with some stuff that I've been sort of gushing about fairly recently.
I'm so intrigued right now. Suspense is killing me.
It's going to be like so anticlimactic for people that aren't me. But they're these really cool. I'm going to try to hold them in a way that makes sense. Like shelf signs.
That's cool.
Right?
That is very cool.
Now I got to figure out how to get them to stand. Like maybe this will be blue set. Oh, you know what I could do? I'll cut a little piece of foam and like notch it. And then I can kind of glue them on to make the base for them. These are really cool.
Those are, I like those.
They're really nicely done.
I saw some on eBay. This would have been 1 or 2 years ago, and I thought it was the coolest thing. But it's a big platform, and it's designed to go directly underneath a Detolf. So like Detolf said right on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing, right? But it have like the big X-Men animated series label and all that on it. And I just thought that was the coolest thing. Mind you, this was a big brick to go underneath a Detolf, so it was like $120. I was like, I'm good. But that's really cool.
Samrock says, DBlake makes amazing signs. I have a bunch of his signs all over my room. So there you go. Cool. Mike Heck said, are those from DBlake? I don't even know who this guy is, but apparently these are like the ones to get. They're fantastic. They look absolutely fantastic. They're beautiful. They're really nicely done. And as I've just sort of started redoing my shelves, Oh, there we go. Was I? Did I
There
drop?
we go. Oh, gone again.
Finicky. It's been finicky.
There we go.
Am I back?
You're
Is
back.
this working again? You
You're
there?
back. Yep, you're good.
Oh, you don't know what's going on here. It could be the heavy snowfall outside. It could be.
Is
It
still
could be.
snowing up there?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're all rain now. The where I live, the town started to flood.
That's.
Yeah.
I mean, you could plow snow. Flooding's a totally different game. So
Oh yeah. Let's say I live on a hill, so it's just
at least it goes. Yeah, at least it goes. At least you're not at the bottom of the hill.
yeah.
Comments may be an issue. I don't know if I can pull up Oh, let me see if I can pull them up on here. Forgive the intrusion of my finger. My computer, which is down below, isn't doing the comments, but on my phone, I might be able to pick them up. Mike Hex says, Sam, that's top of the year figure. That one and the Archie Slash are tied for greatest of the year for NECA, in my opinion. Let me see if I get StreamYard going on my computer down here while I'm sort of chatting up here. Mike Hex said, did you get armored or unarmored? I have both on order, but I haven't received mine yet. Mike said, use command strips. That's a good shout, and I have lots of those, so I could definitely do that. I got a few signs from DBlake. He does amazing work, presumably, is what Mike was saying there. Now,
I'm about to look into that. Sorry to interrupt there, but like
No.
I got 2 shelves like fully dedicated to just Spider-Man. So if he has a Spider-Man animated series one,
I
I'll
would be
slap that
shocked
right
if
on.
he wouldn't.
Yeah,
If he has an Alpha Flight one,
fair enough.
I would be absolutely shocked if he didn't have a Spider-Man one. But I guess stranger things have happened, right? There's let me see. I'm trying to do 2 things at once. I'm trying to chat
No
with you,
worries.
but I'm also trying to get this rebooted on my computer, because I was just gonna say my wheel of names is loaded on the computer. So if I can't pull that up, I can't really spin it.
That's okay. I'll keep the audience entertained. I'll show up. I got it like right before Christmas. It happened to show up, but I got the new Super Saiyan 4
the
Vegeta figure arts.
Nice.
So cool.
As you know, I don't watch reviews before I get figures. If I've already ordered it, it's more like if I see a figure and I start seeing reviews and I want to know, like if I need my opinion swayed one way or the other, that's the only time I'll watch a review. So I'm really looking forward to getting that. If it's half as good as the Goku, it should be a phenomenal figure. So
yeah, it's funny you mentioned that reviews. I have this thing. I do it less nowadays, but I used to just watch reviews on figures I already own.
Yeah, I do that too.
And then people will point out the flaws, and I go, "Oh yeah, I didn't notice that before." I'd rather just be ignorant of it now. Don't want to watch them.
Yeah. You know what? I talk about this sort of all the time when I'm opening figures or talking about figures. Like some figures just have flaws in them.
Yeah.
But if it's a character that I really love, or if it's like a deco that I really love, or whatever, it doesn't really bother me. That Beerus figure was an example. The back of those knees, well, the front of those knees when you bend them, looks awful. But
yeah,
it's not an issue for me, because if there's a better Beerus figure out there, it might be different, but that's the best one out. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah, fair enough.
I just don't think Beerus is one of those characters where we're going to get multiple versions anytime soon, because that one's, like I said, more than adequate. Sam Rock says he has a bunch of different Spider-Man signs, so there you go.
I'm going to try to look them up right now.
Yeah. Mike Heck said, I'm waiting for a Bagley style Venom logo and a Maximum Carnage logo from Damien. He works hard. Yeah, those they look fantastic. It looks like it's like a 3D printed piece and then painted with like liquid paint, so that it's really
Oh, that's cool.
the paint finish is fantastic. I saw the back and I was like, is this Velcro? What the heck is going on here? But yeah, the paint is like it looks to be like liquid enamel paint, just based on my somewhat limited experience with paints. But so it has like it almost has like a shape to it, if that makes sense. Like where it sort of comes up on the edges a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
You gotta see it in person to sort of appreciate how great they are. Again, shout out to Tyler for those. They're fantastic. And Sam said, yeah, he 3D prints them and then hand paints them. So yeah,
cool.
He does live paints. He prints them and fills in hand. Yeah. Trevor asks, are you guys going to grab the Battlefield Carnotaurus by Axie Toys? Is that the sort of 7-inch scale dinosaur figure?
Yeah, but Mike just put up for pre-order.
Mm-hmm.
It looks
my
great.
answer is no, because I have too much stuff. I got too much other stuff.
It's easy for me to just say no, but I mean, the reality is it's very tempting. I did just pre-order. It's one of those things where if Mike didn't have it for pre-order, I never would have done it. But he got the Azura, the Red Demon by V-Toys.
Mm-hmm.
Looks awesome. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And you check the price on Big Bad Toy Store and go, then Mike gets
not so
it.
much.
Like, and the thing with Mike getting it's $135 Canadian. That's free shipping already there. You don't just one figure, free shipping. There you go. So I got that. Hey, DBlake.
DBlake makes has just commented. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. I got these from a friend. They're fantastic. So hit up DBlake if you need some signs, because these are awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to follow him on Instagram right now.
Yeah. What else have we got? Should we do? Okay, so it appears to be working right now. I think I'm going to spin the wheel of names for the first draw, which is just for sort of a figure. It's not going to be a good figure. I'll tell you right now. The list, if you're the winner, let me know. Message me. The list isn't very good. It's like a movie Baroness classified figure. There's a Valaverse troop builder. It's just some random stuff. It's just some random figures that I had sort of kicking around that I was like, I'm never gonna open these. I'm gonna give a couple of them away. So, but it's not like nobody's getting like a Tiger Force Outback or something like that. It's a very underwhelming draw, to say the least. But let me just get the wheel up here. Or let me try to get the wheel up here. I hope this works. I hope it doesn't cut out right as the wheel like stops.
That's okay. I'm just going to point out that he has Age of Apocalypse signs.
I wish you hadn't pointed that out.
Oh, that is tempting.
Yeah, where he's located in the U.S. I don't know exactly where. It's always the shipping and the duties and stuff like that.
Of course,
that I get dinged on. That just ugh. All right, so we got the wheel. It is there. It is spinning very slowly. I haven't clicked it. So I've got all the names. So these are all the names of people that commented on our top 5 of the year video and let us know what their favorite figures were. I think there's about 30 some odd, maybe 40 names on here.
Nice.
So pretty good chances. You don't have to be watching to win. We will do another wheel, and I'll try to sort of do this as we're rolling. Anybody that's watching, comment. Anybody that's commented through the video, you have to be here to win that one. It'll be a similarly underwhelming prize for that one. But we'll do that sort of towards the end, just before we wrap up. But without further ado, I'm just going to shuffle the names a couple times here, just for good measure. And now we're going to spin. I'm going to spin it 3 times. The first 2 people are going to get their names read out, and then the third person is going to win. So 2 people are going to be the biggest losers, and then the third person is going to win a very underwhelming prize. So good luck to everybody. These wheels, I never know if you do the first name or if you do like full elimination, but full elimination just feels like it takes ages.
It does take a long time. I've seen people have like 200 names up and do full elimination. It's like, oh god.
Yeah, and then you're sitting there for like 3 hours. I did a full elimination, and I think it was like 60 names, and it took me a full hour. And all I was doing was it was just a solo video, and I was just spinning, and it still took me an hour because the thing takes time and you're talking over top of it.
Yeah.
So we spun 2. We've had 2 names eliminated. This is the spin for the win. Boy, are they going to be disappointed when they win. But regardless, Louis Latour. So congratulations to Louis. You win. You win not that great of a prize. But it's something, right? You know, it's something for free. So whatever. I just I wanted to sort of give something away. So Louis Latour, you have won. That's that wheel down. I should probably write this down somewhere so I don't forget. I'll watch it back. Whatever. I'll figure it out after the fact. It's hectic, man. Brick Something's joined us. Merry X-Men, fellas. Can't join the fun, but I'll check it out on the replay. Oh, that's too bad, Brick. I know that you're on vacation, so enjoy some time with your family. DBlake says, I ship worldwide. I'm sure you do. Austin, we'll have to talk. Maybe we can get something going.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
And just share the shipping there or something like that. Mike Hext, I forgot if I'm on it. I don't think you were, but you'll be on the one for this video at the very least. Brick says, catch y'all later. Enjoy the day. Happy holidays, Brick. We'll talk to you very soon, I'm sure. Yeah. What are you thinking?
No, I'm just watching this video.
You're just watching. You're like just off camera, just hovering right next to me. Yeah, I don't have anything else, man. I'm just hanging out. When you got toys, did you order that stuff for yourself, or is that from your brother and stuff?
Oh, that's actually from my brother, my mom. I mean, mind you, like I give them a list.
Yeah.
Just to make it easier, especially admittedly with my spending habits, they never know like, does he already own this or what? So it's just easier. I just give him a list and go, okay, I won't buy these for myself. Here you go.
I don't normally do a list. I normally, like, if somebody asks me what I want, I'll usually have something. But this year, my family actually asked me for a list, and then I gave it to them, and they're like, "This is what you, a 40-year-old man, wants for Christmas?" And I was like, yeah, I want toys. I want Ninja Turtles. I want G.I. Joes. I want. I did have like white T-shirts on there, and I did get that. But my list was probably pretty atypical for a 40-year-old man. I would suspect.
Yeah, I mean, besides toys, regular stuff, clothes, and all that. Actually, I don't know if cool Black Panther shirt.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, got that today. Got a nice electric razor for the old
you can
dome
speed it up.
That was actually probably the coolest gift. That thing's just fun to pull out and just go bzzz and just put it back down. But honestly, this was the first year where I actually because I have a decent job now, and so this was the first year I just went crazy buying gifts for other people, and this was the first Christmas it was more exciting to watch other people open stuff up.
It's fun, right? Like
it is fun.
For me, like with the kids, there's like another level of fun and excitement because it's them opening toys and them getting games and like, I'm unpacking. Like today, what did I unpack? Today I unpacked I haven't even unpacked these Ninja Turtles yet, but I just started unpacking my Ninja Turtles that I got. So Ninja Turtles, Care Bears, Barbies, mini brands. Man, mini brands are so cool. I was already sort of telling them, okay, I get you doubles, and I may steal one or two of these or borrow them. But they're like, there's the mini brands toys, there's the mini brands just random stuff, there's food, there's just all these different things. There's all these different mini brands styles, and you can just get
about mini brands.
Yeah, I am talking about mini brands.
I'm unfamiliar. What are mini brands?
Really?
Please.
Do you go get a couple open ones? Go get 2 of your favorite open ones. I'm shocked you've never heard of mini brands.
Yeah, never heard of them. I'm sure I've probably seen them in passing, but I've never looked at them or.
So they're not all to scale, but they're basically like 6-inch scaled versions of like random things that exist in the world. So like I said, the food is like they got a pack of like Oscar Mayer hot dogs. What do you got? What'd you bring? Philadelphia. Oh, Baby Bell, like spreadable cheese. What's your other one? What's that? Dum Dums, like a bin of Dum Dums.
So what you're telling me is this is perfect for photography.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I'm
like I said, I'm absolutely shocked you've never heard of them.
Well, I guess I know what I'm on the hunt for tomorrow on my Boxing Day trip.
You won't even need to hunt. They're literally everywhere.
Oh, fantastic.
They're not cheap though. Well, I mean, it's relative, I guess. They're not crazy expensive or anything like that. You get 5 in a pack, which is like a ball, but it's random. And I think a pack, like one of the balls, is $12 to $15. So
Adam, that's it. You see how much I spend.
Well, that's what I said. It's relative. Like, I'm not gonna go out and buy them because I can just borrow them from them.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I mean,
you mean steal them?
Whoa! Don't be throwing things around like that.
Okay, so yesterday.
Don't kick the table, please.
So yesterday, since it was the last day of our advent calendars, I put all of my stuff into my box, and guess what happened the next day?
It was all missing.
No.
Oh.
Today, I wanted to grab that one, but I couldn't find the entire box.
Oh.
To be fair, I don't know where she put it, but I didn't take it. She's accused me, but I have nothing to do with it.
Also, the day on Christmas Eve, he had mentioned him borrowing it.
Yeah, but you'd know if I borrowed it. DBlake says, time for family dinner round 2. Hope you all have a great evening. Thank you, DBlake Makes, for joining us. And check out DBlake's signs. These things are awesome. I'll put a link in the description once I find the link. They look fantastic. They're absolutely stunning. And if you're into that sort of thing, DBlake Makes is the guy to get your shelf signs from.
Oh, one more thing. He mentioned it was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles mask.
Can you find it? Go find it. That one's cool. So I haven't tried it on any figures yet, but like I said, it's like 6-inch scaled stuff. And it's a 6-inch scaled, I think, or close, like the Halloween mask of Michelangelo.
Oh, cool.
So you could have another figure dressed up as Michelangelo.
That's really cool. You can get really creative with photography on that.
Yep.
I'm definitely gonna, if I can find them everywhere.
Mike Heck says, I use the Disney mini brands in my dioramas.
There you go.
Trevor says, mini brands can make cool props. My son got a Playmates Raffin one. There's
wait, like a Playmates Raff as in like a mini Raphael figure in a package.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
In his pajamas.
Yeah, I'm wearing my Christmas pajamas.
Hey, me too.
we all had Christmas pajamas, matching Christmas pajamas that I bought because that's how I roll. And and I'm still in them. My wife's still in them. The 7-month-old spit up all over his, and the girls got
Oh.
new clothes, so they changed out of theirs. But it was fun while it lasted. Get it in here.
Oh, that's so cool.
Right?
Also, you can get the new series
You don't
all
have to
in
show.
figures.
Cool.
Mike Heck says I have SpongeBob and a Stimpy from that wave.
Ooh,
I don't even know what
Stimpy.
the waves are. Like they have these lists, these big long lists of like all the things that you can get, but I just pick them up randomly when I'm at stores. So I don't know like what I'm buying, whether it's going to be a duplicate, whether they've got tons of the particular wave or whatever. But they're fun and they're great little props. And there's like I said, there's tons of them. So even when you do get doubles, like they've gotten a few doubles, but not a ton. Larry Reed, what's going on, buddy? What's happening, Larry? Gotta add Larry to my ongoing list here. I'm building my wheel of names for people that have commented as we sort of go along. And I'll say you have to be here, but if you're not here, I'll probably still let you win it anyway, because I won't be able to keep track. Well, I guess I can spin it. That'll be like I'll spin it, and if you're here, you'll have to reply, and if you don't reply, I'll spin it again. We'll just say that. And I don't know when I'm going to spin it. Let's say we'll spin it at the. No, I don't want to say hour mark because I guarantee we'll go longer than an hour, even though we're just hanging out and doing nothing at all. But oh, and Tyler's joined us. Tyler, you missed it. I did. Oh, just watch the signs reveal. There they are. That was a gift from Smiler67, who is Tyler, my good friend, and these are awesome. And DBlake makes jumped on and was chatting for a minute. So that's just it's a Christmas miracle. I've never talked to DBlake makes before, but maybe I should reach out and chat with him a little bit. I'll comment so I can enter. Auston. Yeah, fair enough. And I'm entering, just so that people know, I'm entering the names as they appear in the comments. So or close to. Auston, I'll just put your name because I'm not gonna spell that out.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because it's just way easier for me, even if I know people's names. Then it gets confusing because actually I'll put average guy collects, because if somebody else is called Auston and they're like, well, I'm Auston too.
Yeah, fair enough. But are you Auston with an O?
And then they'll say yes. But like I said, that will be for a boring figure as well, but we'll get there when we get there. Auston, what's the coolest? We'll talk Christmas morning memories. What's the coolest Christmas morning memory that you got? What's one of the cooler things or like cooler experience?
I would say, and might be a bit of a cheeky answer, but it was when me and my family were in the Dominican Republic. So it was
that's a cool experience.
It wasn't like wake up Christmas morning, presents under the tree. It was wake up Christmas morning, go get some breakfast, head to the beach,
have a Mai Tai.
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny that Christmas Day there felt like every other day we were there. Like there was nothing horribly special about it, but it was just kind of surreal to be like Christmas Day, sunbathing on the beach. That was, I think that's just cool. That's surreal. You know, living up here in Canada, like you don't get that.
Yeah, it would probably be different. Like if you lived in like Florida, you'd be like, yeah, that's not a great story. That's pretty standard. But for us, yeah, I'm looking out the window and it's dumping down snow. And I know that as soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna have to go out and shovel for an hour or so. Bill Leonaire says, I got my daughter a shopping center or a convenience store from Mini Brand. She is so hyped. My 7-year-old has the shopping center. For the 3-year-old this year, we got the toy store. So they each have their their sort of retail space to set up their various mini brands in, and they're over the moon, and it's
That's
great
so
because
cool.
it's a place to store all your mini brands too. So Tyler says DBlake is awesome. Got so much signage from him. He does great work. I'll post some photos. Yeah, they're great. They look amazing. And if I hadn't seen the back of them first, I probably would have had them stronger. Mike says I have all the mini brands from Disney Style I want, and I still want to grab more. Yeah, the Disney. So the Disney ones, I should say. The Disney ones. You say Disney, but the Disney ones are like Disney properties. So there's like Marvel, Star Wars,
Nice.
like Disney animated stuff. My kids have like little stormtrooper, tiny little stormtroopers and a tiny little C-3PO, and they're just so cool. Larry Reed said, I remember getting in '86, getting the G1 Prime. So that's
cool.
that's Larry's sort of Christmas memory. Mike Heck says, worst gift ever, Toy Biz. This one I hear all the time. The Toy Biz X-Men Mutant Hall of Fame. Yay, rare figures. And then you find out they're all glued and screwed. Are you familiar with that set, Austin?
I'm not.
So Toy Biz did this like box set, sort of after a bunch of the X-Men, the five, I think they're 5-inch, those 5-inch Toy Biz, like 5 POA X-Men.
Yep.
They did a Mutant Hall of Fame, and you know what? I can look it up. The magic of, well, let's see if this works or not. There was 8 figures, I believe, and they were all like absolute bangers. I mean, it was the Hall of Fame for good reason. They were like really, really good figures that were sort of desirable figures. I'm trying to pick up a picture that will look good when I actually show it. We'll do this. Share screen. But there was one flaw with what you got. It's actually 10 figures. So you got Iceman, Cyclops, Professor X, Wolverine, Archangel. And then you got villains. You got Juggernaut, Sabretooth, Sauron, different property. Sauron, Magneto, and Apocalypse. Awesome figures. You could kickstart a collection instantly with those names. Those are all heavy hitters. However, they're screwed onto the base. You can't take them out of the package. They're screwed on, and the screw is glued in. So you had to effectively like destroy the figures if you wanted to even try to get them out of that package. Who would have greenlit that? Who would have been like, you know what we should do? We should give kids 10 figures that they really want. But here's the twist. So that they can't lose them or wreck them, we'll make them impossible to play with.
That's unreal.
But what's crazy is that's before anybody would have been doing a video like this, right? So there was no, and if you're a parent, forget it. Even today, if this came out, if you're a parent, you wouldn't have even known that they didn't come out of the box, right? It doesn't say on the box like these are for display purpose only. You're thinking, oh, these are Toy Biz X-Men figures. My kid loves these Toy Biz X-Men figures. I'll buy this 10-pack and he'll have a blast. Nope. No, he won't. You just ruined Christmas for your child.
What a stupid idea.
Yeah. Mike says, it absolutely scarred me. I was so excited. Trevor says, I remember getting Exo Squad and a Hulk figure that you could shove a Bruce Banner into its back. I think I remember that figure. I don't think I had it though, but I do vaguely remember it. Exo Squad, I absolutely remember. Those were absolutely amazing.
I want to watch. There's 2 figures that stand out to me, and they're like in a bin somewhere. But I remember getting super excited as a kid. Mind you, when I was a kid, that's early 2000s.
A couple years ago.
I opened. I can't remember if it was two separate Christmases. I think it was the same Christmas, but I remember getting when Toy Biz was doing not just Marvel Legends, but they were doing X-Men Classics and Spider-Man Classics, and they were
Mhm.
basically just Toy Biz Marvel Legends figures. And I remember I got a X-Men Classics Cyclops, and he had a big contraption on his arm, and he had a button on his back where his eyes would light up and the gun would light up.
Mhm.
I thought that was the coolest thing, but even more impressive was the Colossus figure from X-Men Classics. Because I think the Marvel Legends one was out at the time, but the Marvel Legends one was really dark and had big shoulder pads. The X-Men
Yeah.
Classics one had shorter or no shoulder pads, and instead of being a dark metal, it was just chrome.
Mhm.
And I thought that was the coolest thing, like big shiny metal Colossus. So that was like the Colossus I always wanted. It was I don't know why I remember this so well, but like even like the thumbs were posable and everything. It was so cool.
Yeah, I remember like I remembered sort of the era where like they would put individual like articulation, and if it wasn't just like each finger, it was like the fingers were like on a articulation and the thumb would be on articulation.
Yeah,
But they were always super loose. Like you could never get them to hold stuff because those joints just weren't tight. They're just
and
it's just
depending,
not it's not a
I
good
remember
idea.
I remember Mr. Sinister. He had individual ones, but the problem was his hand was like this. So when you put him to make a fist, it looked like that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's not very menacing.
It's funny how many of those things like seemed like a good idea at the time, but like in hindsight, you're like, you were overreaching. That was
Oh,
just
definitely.
too um Billionaire says great memory for me was getting Voltron for Christmas. It was my first popular name brand toy. There
Cool.
you go. So that's like an indelible, memory. That's a core memory, I think. Tyler said every Christmas 1982 to mid to late 80s because it was GI Joe and Transformers every year. So that when my Xmas memories so that's when my Xmas memories peaked. Yeah. Ninja Turtles Marble Shooter. The Sabretooth fingers also articulated.
Oh
So
yeah, actually, I got that saber tooth. I think just like in the other room or something. It still looks good.
some of them do. Some of them
Yeah,
are okay. A lot of the a lot of those selection, even like the original Toy Biz Marvel Legends, the proportions are just weird,
very weird.
and the like I don't blame them. I mean, they were kind of trying different stuff and trying to do different stuff and whatever.
Well,
But
if I
yeah,
remember correctly, those were like the first like super articulated figures, and I think they even advertised it right on the packaging. Super articulated, 48 points of articulation and stuff like that.
there was the odd one here or there, like Toy Biz before Marvel Legends, but just when they were doing the Marvel figures, did that like super articulated Spider-Man. But I think
Yeah,
that was the precursor. I think when they did
I
figures
think it
like
was
that, they
Spider-Man
were like, "Why don't we
Classics.
do all of these like this?" Somebody was
Yeah,
like, "That's not a bad idea." Spider-Man mini sets that were like the Mighty Max. Oh, I've never even seen those, but that sounds cool. The Daily Bugle I wanted for Christmas, but my mom returned it right away because it was all cardboard. Oh, fair enough. So they're kind of junky. Is that what you're? Like I said, I'm not familiar with the product, so I don't know. I think the one like I only really have like one memory that's like related to a specific product. Um, and I don't even know the year, and my parents can't confirm because, like I said, they would just buy stuff they didn't know what stuff was. They're just like, "This is a cool thing," and he's into GI Joe. I'm pretty sure it was Christmas 1986, which would have made me 4.5 years old, and if not, it could have been 87. So I was 5.5, but like still super young. I got the Cobra Night Raven and the GI Joe Conquest, so two planes, and the Night Raven is big, like it's a big plane, and I was a small human, so it was probably almost as tall as me if you sort of stood it, on the tail. But getting that those two planes was like just epic, because
surreal.
and they wouldn't have been cheap, right? Like that would have been a pretty decent Christmas for my parents to sort of shell out, that much money. But that my brother was always into sports, so he would get his like sports gear at Christmas time. So he'd get like hockey goalie pads, and I'd get like a Cobra or sorry, like the Tiger Force vamp with the tiger sting. And I'd be so pumped.
That's awesome.
It's probably like $10, $20 at the time. And he'd get like full sports gear, which is probably hundreds of dollars, but they're like, well, we got to spend it. So I guess like we just make it as his Christmas present.
I just remembered one. Sorry. I just remembered one. And this would have been, I think, 2001, maybe 2002. And it was so awesome. I think it was actually me and Tyler. The gift was for both of us. We kind of had to divvy them up. It was the entire.
Did you guys always have similar interests?
Oh yeah, we've always liked the same stuff.
My brother and I never did, which was kind of great because he got his sports stuff and I got toys, and we never fought over that stuff. Anyway, carry on. Sorry.
Well, the nice thing about me and Tyler liking the same things is since we understand the hobby, we actually like, we can kind of surprise each other. We're not going to sit there and go, oh, will he like this? I don't know. It's like, we just know what we like and what we have.
Right.
But we got the first, and it was a full wave. I don't know what made my mom do it, but she bought every single figure, the first full wave of Bionicles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so all of them. I think there were 7 of them total. I think, and if I remember correctly, because I was the younger brother, I got 3 of them, and Tyler got 4. But I just remember like opening up, and we're like, "Oh, cool, Bionicles!" If we open up another one, for another one, holy crap! It's the whole wave of Bionicles.
Yeah. And it's it's funny because like as a kid. So like, my 7-year-old brought in that microscope thing, and it was like, that thing was not cheap, but that was, well, I don't know because she got it from Santa. But my 3-year-old got like a budget version of a Frozen doll. Which I suspect, because I didn't buy it because Santa did. I suspect it was like $8, and she was over the moon getting that thing. Like they just don't, there's no, I know how much everything costs, so I'm like, I feel guilty because one of them's getting like 10 times more money spent on them. But they don't care. They just, you just want the cool stuff that you want, right?
I kind of pissed Tyler off this Christmas because I spoiled everyone. I bought a lot of stuff for everyone
except Tyler.
No. Tyler got the most. But the reason why, because Tyler's always been even trade. You spend 100, I spend 100. I spent way more this year, and he's like, God, now I gotta buy more stuff for you. I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't. It's fine.
That's not how it works.
That's not how it works. So I still think he's kind of annoyed because I'll put in perspective. I got him 2 Mythic Legions figures. I got him Valak and Voligar. I got him 2 Dragon Ball Figuarts. Okay. I got him Krillin and First Form Cell.
Okay.
And I then finally bought him a huge Warhammer box set.
Okay.
And mind you, we're splitting that because it comes with 2 armies. I get 1 army, he gets the other.
Right, okay.
But all together, I mean, well, I just told 2 Mythic Legions, 2 Figuarts. I don't know how familiar you are with Warhammer pricing, but Warhammer is not cheap.
Okay.
Mind you, I got it on sale, but still, so big box set. Yeah. And as thrilled as he is, he's still kind of like...
he like resents the gift because it means that he has to go and spend money. But he doesn't, though.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
It's only fairly recently that I've sort of gotten over that hump of like feeling obligated, because you can get somebody a gift that means more because you couldn't get it, or it's harder to find, or it's more sentimental or whatever, and the value might be really low dollar wise, but the value sentimentally might be very, very high. So there's I can go and buy a bottle of scotch for $1,000, but if the scotch that you really want is $60, then which one is the better gift, right? So there's things like that. We were talking about my father-in-law and I were talking about Scotch earlier, so that's why that
Well,
random
like
example
one of the
came into
things
play.
I got my brother's fiance, and she was over the moon. Like literally, like I wish I recorded it. She was screaming when she was opening it. I gave her one of my cameras.
Okay.
Yeah, because she's into toy photography. She's been doing it
Mhm.
for half a year now or so, and she's just been using her phone. I got a brand new camera recently. Just bought it myself.
Wait. Are you suggesting that cameras take better pictures than phones do?
Yes. Not to say you can't do it, but like I always tell people,
It's just
if you,
different. It's different.
it's
I
just
get
different.
that.
You can do more with the camera, but I've seen a lot of good shots with the phone too. But the context behind that camera is, for one, I just bought a new one, so I don't need this old
Mhm.
one. It's a hand me down. I'm giving her my
Yeah.
used camera, and on top of that, I got it for free.
Mhm.
Right? It was through some. God, the way I'm going to make it sound like it's like we stole it, but we didn't steal it. I swear.
From the dark web.
But through some loophole, I was able to get one for free.
Okay.
And so I used that camera for a long time. It's a great camera. And again, I just got a new camera, and so I didn't need the old one anymore. So I just,
Mhm.
put it in the camera bag that I don't use anymore, wrapped it up, and here you go.
Mhm.
And she's freaking
Did you
out.
wrap it up in like old newspaper too, so that it cost you literally $0?
God, that would have been a good idea.
Just like put it in like a paper bag and be like, here.
For what it's worth, I used my mom's wrapping paper, so I didn't even pay for it.
What? Yeah, I mean, that works. That works.
So of course she's over the moon, freaking out. She's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you got me this!" Blah 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 blah. And I'm sitting there going, it was for free."
That's one of those things, right? To you, it's of very little value anymore.
Yeah.
And to her, it has great value because
Yeah.
it's something that she, couldn't or wouldn't or whatever go out and buy herself. So
Yeah.
Trevor mentioned miniature play sets were popular. I remember the Spider-Man ones Mike mentioned and Ninja Turtle ones. I've just seen a couple of those Ninja Turtle ones recently in my sort of deep dive back into Ninja Turtles, and now I really think I want one. I was big into Mighty Max when Mighty Max was I think Mighty Max was sort of the big boys one, and then Polly Pocket was the big girls one. And I don't mean big boys. I mean boys. It was the popular. Small boys also, I think, enjoyed them. But yeah, those playsets are a ton of fun. And I remember as a kid, like those were the kind of things that I was allowed to bring with me when we would go somewhere. Like when we would go for a drive, it'd be like, okay, you can kind of bring one thing, and I'd bring a Mighty Max because you're bringing a playset plus like 2 or 3 figures, and away you go. You don't need to like pick and choose. You pick the Mighty Max set that you're feeling on that day, and away you go. So
there was a Mighty Max video game for Sega Genesis that you just reminded me of. Yeah, and I own it. I think I know exactly where it is too.
I think there was a cartoon actually too that probably didn't very long, but it was after the toys had come out. Like
I believe there were, yeah, and the game was based on the cartoon. I remember the animations distinctly.
Mm-hmm. Mike Heck said, I need a good camera. I use my phone in pro mode. I don't even know what pro mode is. I just use my iPhone for all my pictures. I even have I got a hand-me-down digital camera, like digital SLR. And I never use it because my phone is always in my pocket. That's kind of the problem. Is the weird thing is, like, I used to be big into what is it called? Analog photography. I don't know. It wasn't digital at the time. For years. Just hold on. I'll just finish. And then when digital came about, I just kind of abandoned it, and it feels so clumsy. But just to say, like, once you start carrying a camera all the time, then it's like second nature. You always have it in sort of the setting that you use the most. You can just kind of pull it out, get a couple snaps, and away you go. But once you sort of get out of that mode, it's way easier to just do your phone. So what do you want to say? Jump in.
What's his name?
This name is Mike Hext.
Okay.
That's what you wanted to know?
No, not the only
Are
thing.
you tooting? Gross.
Mike Hext, I know what microscope mode is. You look at things.
What?
Oh, she
What?
refer for maybe the pro mode that Mike was talking about.
Okay. You know what pro mode is on a phone?
No,
Because you steal our phones and use them to take pictures. You probably know how to use it better than I do. My wife gets her phone back and there's like creepy videos on it.
Oh
He's like, Mom, you forgot your phone in my room. And now I'm taking pictures. Right? Yeah. And we laugh and keep them because those are the kinds of things that we can embarrass her with when she gets older. Mike Hex said the Spider-Man Venom Mini is up to like 100 on secondhand, which sucks because I broke my Venom as a kid. And Trevor says, "Good luck hunting them down, though. I lost everything, and I'm sure most kids did. They came with mini accessories and everything. Yeah, like I think the turtles. Like if you got the one that had mini Michelangelo, he had like mini nunchucks to like go with mini cool. Michelangelo. It's bonkers, man. Actually, I just found out recently that there's like world's smallest Ninja Turtles. Mike from eCollectibles has them on the site, and I just I'll mention this because this is how I found out. So Mike is doing a Boxing Day sale, and he reached out to me and he's like, "Hey, can you do just a quick little promo video to like show people like how to that you have to put the things in your cart before the discount gets applied." So I went through like there's like 33 pages of product that's on the promo, and I went through all of it, and I was like, "This is the thing. I want to get this thing," and I was like, "It's dangerous." Like I think he's just tricked me into shopping more than I need to. And he had these world's smallest Ninja Turtles, and I'm pretty sure they come with weapons. Now I consciously got off of that page as quickly as I could. I don't know if they're just sort of in their hands, but they do have articulation. I don't know if they're like fixed in their hands or if they're removable, but I may go back and get them. Mike says, I actually learned how to develop black and white photos in high school. I remember using first-gen digitals. Yeah, the first-gen digitals were trash as far as I'm concerned, as somebody that was into analog photography. I still think digital photography is trash because I'm that guy that still holds on to the nostalgic idea that film is somehow better. I'm basically Christopher Nolan. He only shoots in film, and so I think I'll only shoot in film. Okay. We have another special guest here. Hi, buddy. You can come hang out. See how well this goes. George is awake.
Oh, hey, buddy.
And here.
Oh, he's not happy because Mom's leaving him with me.
Oh no.
Oh, so he's gonna see him out in the driveway and
don't need to shout.
Sorry. He's gonna see him out in the driveway and he's gonna go bonkers.
Mike Hex says world's smallest snake eyes has weapons. So ooh. I mean,
okay.
I'm thinking the Ninja Turtles probably have weapons, which is pretty cool. I'm not getting further away from picking those up. That's the problem. I'm enabling myself. I'm encouraging myself to buy more stuff, which is never a good thing. All right, so we are at about an hour and 5 minutes. We usually sort of shoot for an hour. Hi, bud. You have a good nap?
Yeah, I think so.
You're looking a bit dopey. Oh, there's a smile. There's a smile. You're like, where's this noise coming from? He doesn't know where to look. There's too much stuff going on.
I mean, there's Ninja Turtles
this is
around here.
George's first Christmas, and he was quite overwhelmed. He didn't really get anything because what do you get a 7-month-old that has everything? But what did you get? You got some snacks and I think some pajamas, and that was all you wanted. That's all you needed, right? Yeah.
Oh, look at that smile. He's happy about it too.
Because you just play with whatever we hand you. You just put it in your mouth and chew on it, and away you go. Ooh. Simple pleasures, you know? I don't have anything else. We do have a wheel of names. We're only at an hour and 5 minutes. There's not a ton of names. So what I'm going to do is elimination style because, hey, why not? It's fun.
That is fun.
we could just hang out and chat if you want. Austin, you're welcome to go at any time. You know that.
I'm just waiting on to hear from my mom. Be like, come help me with dinner, and that's when I'll head up. But I haven't gotten that word yet, so we're good.
He's pumped. You're waiting for dinner, aren't you? You're happy. You want dinner. Oh, the 3-year-old's back too.
I just saw Olive wearing her little boots outside.
Oh, your aunt's dog is wearing his snow boots.
Aw.
Her
Yeah.
snow boots.
They love paper. Yeah. Trevor said, Adam, in another 10 years, you'll have a good shoveling buddy. I can't wait to utilize my free labor personally. Yeah, these guys are useless at this age, but they'll get there eventually.
I am not useless. I have your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing. Oh my gosh. In my room.
Yeah, that's true. You have my turtle lair in your room. That makes you useful, I guess. What do you think, George? I don't know.
Look at that smile.
Ellie, where's the other
Mike says, my 10-year-old doesn't want to do anything unless it involves a tablet. Well, my 7-year-old is on that path currently, which is why I try to get her as many toys as she's into to try to keep her occupied. So the Wheel of Names has about 10 names on it, which is pretty good odds. Let me go ahead and pull it up here. We'll do the Wheel of Names. If anything else comes up in the meantime, we can certainly chat about that. But we'll do the Wheel of Names, and once that's done, I think we'll probably call it a day. We're going to do elimination style. So I will go ahead and close this ad for TD Banks and shuffle 3 times, and then we will go ahead and start spinning. As I said, last name on the list will be the winner of an underwhelming prize. First loser is Billionaire. You have been eliminated. And I'm just going to keep spinning. I'm not going to waste too much time going over this. You don't need to take them. He's fine. You just want to take them, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
Brick something. Oh, no.
Larry.
Oh, the drama, the tension. But yeah, I gotta wrap this up because I gotta go shovel and then sort of check out what's going on for dinner as well. But hi, bud.
Look who's that.
Oh,
Average
darn.
Guy Collects. I don't know who that is, but that's it's eliminated.
Put on.
That's Austin.
Austin's out.
Austin's out.
I'm out.
And Rock.
Sam Rock has been eliminated. Who else we got? We're gonna eliminate a few more people here before somebody wins. So did I win? No, I'm giving something away. It doesn't work the other way.
There
I don't
goes
make people
Brick.
give me something.
Rock something.
Brick something.
Brick something.
Hi. While these guys are all still happy, this is great. I can get this wrapped up and get out of here. Now, I should mention, because the Wheel of Names, I screwed up.
You were here.
Mike Hex, yes, Mike Hex is here, but his name has been eliminated, unfortunately. I screwed up. I'm not going to do the draw for the Northern Outpost prize. I will do that in a separate video in the Northern Outpost tonight. So that video will be posted. I will do an elimination. I may even do it live. We'll see how that goes. But I will be doing that tonight. So if you're watching this either live or in replay thinking, when is he doing that draw, that one will be later. Okay, you're taking him?
Yeah.
All right. Because my Wheel of Names all got screwed up, and
We only got 3 more. The next 2 eliminated will be eliminated. Last one is up.
all right, Vanna White.
Ooh. Yellow. Bye-bye.
And then there were 2. So we're down to Christian McKinnon and Trevor. Last spin. So the last name to get eliminated will leave 1 name on the wheel.
Oh!
Trevor is the last eliminated, which means, of course, that Christian McKinnon is the winner. Congratulations, Christian. Reach out to me either on Facebook or on Instagram. Send me your address, and I will send you a figure, or I will send you a few options. I'll send you a figure, but I'll send you a few options of what's to choose from. And that's about all I got. Anything else you wanted to chat about, Austin? Or
I mean, not too much I can think of. Just curious to see what I might find for Boxing Day tomorrow. I'm not on the hunt for anything except for the new Tiger Force wave, but I don't think they've hit BC at all yet.
Bye, everybody.
I think they hit Vancouver like on Friday.
Bye.
Ooh, so there might be a chance I find
There's
something.
a chance, although it's probably pretty slim.
Yeah. At the very least, I want to find Bazooka. I'll probably get all of them if I find them, but you know, I want Bazooka the most.
Yeah, I'm torn because I really want the standard decos, and I'm at the point now where I may pass on sub teams because it's just too much stuff. I don't have enough.
Yeah, it's
I don't
really
have enough shelf space.
Plus, with them being Toys R Us exclusive, you're kind of stuck paying that Toys R Us price tag. I order all my stuff from Mike. Like, just no point getting it from Toys R Us unless it's an exclusive.
Yeah,
but it's funny. If they have the first Tiger Force wave up on Hasbro Pulse, and you know it's the typical adage of buy enough stuff, and with the shipping, even if it's split among 5 or 6 figures, it ends up being cheaper from Toys R Us. You're still spending over $300 just to justify the purchase. But
yeah, exactly. He's so helpful. Hey, you're so helpful.
Oh, she gave you these.
Well, you just woke up from your nap, so you're in a good mood. Hey, what was your favorite thing that you got for Christmas?
Was it the pajamas?
You're speechless. Hey, yeah. All right. Well, on that note, I will. Oh, wait.
Can I do the end?
Oh, okay.
On that note, we're gonna finish up.
You're not even on the camera. You're gonna want to be on the camera if you're. The camera is here.
Since it's pretty much the end, we're gonna wrap this up. If anybody has any more comments, you put those down right now. That's everything for today. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to put in comments. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Time's up. No more.
Is that it?
I think I just put one in.
Don't hit end.
He just put one in.
He put Merry Christmas. Yes.
Merry Christmas from
Mike.
From Mike Hext.
Let's go.
And on that note, I will echo Mike's sentiment. I will say Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everybody. Thank you for joining us. We will chat again soon. Next Sunday is January 1st. So we may do a most anticipated figures of 2023 video next week. So stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button and the subscribe. And if you want to get notifications for when I do...
Yes. Let's wrap this up. Let's go. Bye.
Well,
Happy holidays also. Woo! We got one more comment.
Woo! Thanks, everybody. Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you again soon.
Bye.